Hello, and welcome to The Table Is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call to play Dungeons and Dragons, and eventually down the line, or on our Patreon, other TTRPGs. My name is Con Riley. I am your GM, your DM, your best friend. My pronouns are they, them. You can follow me anywhere at Kryles. And for today's fun week, since we're still in the first arc and new beginnings of this next season, we decided the fun fact would be, what trade would you pick up or become a merchant of if you were in an ice age? I think for me, I would sell snowberries, but I would only ever sell them from a trench coat. So with that, let's move on to our frugal friends, starting with Vic Schmidt.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play Delilah Carter. My pronouns are they, them, and you can find me on Instagram at Vic_Jean__. If I were in an Ice Age medieval time, my trade would be Jester.
Is that a trade?
It is for me.
Jester for hire.
Jester for hire, and I wouldn't do very well. I stand in the town center, and I just let people laugh at me.
Right. Your sign would say, selling giggles for gold.
Perfect.
Hi, my name's Jana, and I play Figs. I go by she, her pronouns, and if I were in an ice age, I guess I'd sell ye old Dippin' Dots. A respectable profession.
Honorable, even.
An honorable.
Listen, people are buying my snowberries to throw at Vic. I don't know what you mean.
You got a big pair of snowberries if you're gonna talk to me like that. I'm so tired.
Speaking of bananas.
Hi, I'm Jake. I play Rayon. My pronouns are he, him, his as well as mine. If I were to be locked in an ice age, I'd probably resort to crime as a trade.
Oh, that's me. Hello. Hi. Hey. What's up? Hey. My name is Lizzie. You know this. She, her. That's pretty cool nowadays. And, if I had a profession...
Who do you play?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I play Serena.
If I had a job...
If I got paid for something. No, okay, wait. I'm Serena. And you can find me. I mean, this is like the third episode, so you should know by now. And my profession would be, in the Ice Age, would probably just, assassin, because you could kill people with ice picks, and no one would fucking know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
So, But then on the side as my cover, I would sell ice.
Right.
Respect.
I'm Sean, he, him. I play Thawg, the lackadaisical lizardborn, who's the bodacious barbarian of the group. If I lived in the Ice Age, my profession would be some kind of a snake oil salesman. Of course, snakes couldn't exist in an Ice Age, as one knows. But it would be like a marmot oil salesman, something that,
Marmot?
Yeah. Something that could exist in the Ice Age. Like, if you take this salve, it will cure your ailments of, if you have one pimple, it will get rid of it, but only one. You need to get more.
And turn you into a ghoul at the same time.
Yeah, if you don't buy my subscription box, you'll turn into a ghoul.
Also, viewers, bonus points if you can guess our theme that we dressed up as today.
Right.
Please put your answer in the comments. Love you.
With that, of course, you can follow us anywhere at TTIYD&D on all social medias. That is on our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube. We have Patreon. We've got a lot of cool stuff for you there. We have behind-the-scenes content, unedited, session zeros for all these characters. We have our table talks there, our kind of after show for each session that we record, and a bunch of other things like stretch goals for different TTRPGs and all this other fun stuff. So please go subscribe there, support the show. If you support the show, we'll support you with more funny things that you'll like. I am, since this isn't the time before Fated Fates is fully actually out, I notice you people love Gug, and you know what? I love Gug, and you know what? We love Gug.
Kill him.
And he's dead. He died in the Ice Age.
But what I will say is, I am in heavy consideration of doing either a Patreon show of just Gug's store, and it'll just be like a 20-minute recording of like just different characters walking in, trying to get an order from Gug, and just to be funny and for you people. So if you want to see that, and you want to see more of that little boy, please subscribe to our Patreon.
It should be Gug Howard Stern. People call in. It's like, hi, I'm Gug. Like,
yeah.
And like, what do you need help with today? It's like, yeah, so my wife left me.
Oh, okay. That sucks. But yeah, with that, if there are no other questions, concerns, comments, queries, wonders, ice trades, then let us get into the recap of what happened on last episode of The Table Is Yours. Every tale has its ballad, just as every hand has its ace. In a game of chance, there is no gambling with cards unseen. Each play warrants different risks and rewards, but not till all are laid bare can the table be yours.
Hello, Dill here to catch you up on all of our recent escapades. So to start, Rayan accidentally teleported us to Steepstreng without holding onto the spell to send us back. But no matter, because we were exactly where we needed to be, and it was the perfect time to put on our little talent show. Rayan conjured up a bunch of snowman targets and suggested we attack them as a way to display our skills for combat purposes, and also for fun. Thawg went first and destroyed a bunch of them easily with brute force, followed by Serena, who used her broom mace to take out a couple. It's like a broom with a morning star attached to the top. I've never seen anything like it. Then it was my turn, and I gracefully sliced up a snowman with my Odachi as Gio hit some of them with his classic Furnace Fist. Frankie had a little bit of trouble with his bow, so Rayan made it seem like he hit the target to boost his confidence. Now that we had more of an understanding on how we could all fight together, we decided to head into town to learn more about the rime creature that was causing the avalanches. We spoke to Mondred, the mayor of Steepstreng. He was grateful to have us and asked us please to be brave as all of the other whorehounds they had hired either fled or, well, worse. I told him we would do our best to eliminate the problem and save the village. Meanwhile, Rayan and Frankie were having a conversation where Frankie revealed that she was actually a girl, but this conversation got cut short because we had a monster to fight. So we set off to take on the monster about a mile outside of town up against the wall. Frankie seemed a bit nervous, so Gio and I tried our best to teach them how to properly knock their arrow and stay calm. I think it helped. We kept moving until Thawg and Serena heard some chittering noises. Just then, the screamer leapt forth from the wall and started to attack. It was a giant spider-like creature that used its screams to cause the avalanches. We all charged in to do as much damage as we could. I with my dancing blade, Gio with his furnace fist, Serena with her broom mace, Rayan with his sword burst, and Thawg with his axe. The screamer didn't like this, and it roared, which caused a tidal wave of snow to hit us all and continue rolling towards the village. As we gained our bearings, Gio asked me to help him by throwing him onto the screamer where he then exploded. Don't worry, he's fine now. Thawg managed to form a crack on the monster's body, and Frankie saw an opportunity. She eased her mind as a blue glow emitted from under her eye patch and used the skills we taught her to shoot an arrow straight into the core of the beast as it burst into ice shards. As proud as we all were to have defeated the beast, we realized too late that the avalanche it caused had completely destroyed the town. Steepstreng was gone. We turned back towards the wall, and up on a ledge we saw a woman. I guess Thawg knows her. He says her name is Karith.
Yeah, so I guess just right back into the thick of it. Jake had this very good rendition of Rayan going, no! As you turn to see basically all of Steepstreng covered in snow. Like, there's no way that place is gonna be fine, and it's not like it's melting anytime soon, because there are seasons in Averin, but I will say, like, every season is still colder. It's not like the summer is full of snow, but, like, the summer is just, like, more, like, dry, really, but this snow will not be melting anytime soon. And you see that Steepstreng is basically like swept away and covered in snow, as well as you turn back to see this woman standing on a ledge staring down at you, and she's this white dragonborn woman in a black cloak. And with that, the table's yours.
Thawg is walking towards the steep and is going to start climbing it if he can.
Okay, roll a athletics check.
He gets a big buff to that one.
Rayan, roll history.
Oh, I'm pretty good at that. Rolling strong today.
All right, Dill. Gio is like still on the ground with his thumb up as there's just like ice all over him. He's still like a very dull flame. He's not as like vibrant with flame.
It's like T2.
Yeah,
he's like melting in the snow.
Serena, you're obviously a little banged up, and then Figs, you just did this awesome move, but then it's like it's I don't think Fig/Frankie, you're the type that to be like, why is no one congratulating me? But like, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
Your moment gets a little soured quickly because of like. But what are you? While they're rolling, what are you three doing?
I think Dill is just trying to get Geo out. Like, I saw obviously that the town was destroyed, but is also kind of I'm trying to mentally prepare for explaining to Geo what happened, because that's going to break his little heart.
I know.
I'm going to go over and dig up Geo.
Just roll a strength check, Serena and Figs.
I would imagine that I am like kind of like surprisingly happy that I got the killing blow. However, as I realize what has happened, I think that I would start to run towards the closest rubble of this avalanche.
Got it. So you're basically going, because Rayan, are you more focused on Steepstreng?
I'm like in the snow, just kind of like looking at it. I'm not moving.
Got it. Okay. Roll investigation, then Figs, and then Serena. Sorry.
19.
Serena is going to, with whatever strength she has, shimmy her way over to Geo.
Got it. Okay, so then Dale, why don't you roll strength at advantage with Serena's help? And then I'm going to go in order of what I said. All right, so Thawg, what'd you get for athletics?
21.
Rayan, what'd you get for history?
21.
Dale, what did you get for strength with advantage from Serena?
13.
Figs, what'd you get for an investigation?
19. I'm young for my age.
Cool. Okay, nobody fails. You're like as Serena's like, here, like, and it helps you like pull him up. Thawg, you start to like, as you like, your like claws just like keep
claws
going
into the ice at a time.
Yeah. Ran, as you kind of like are looking at the edge of this snow pile, if you will, it's a bad way of describing it because it's a bit more epic than that, bigger than, not epic, but like, it's a bit more dire than just a snow pile. You kind of turn to hear like the cracking of ice as Thawg is like climbing up. You kind of rack your brain for like what happened with the steep, and I'm gonna say 21 isn't a fail, but I think you just kind of realize you're like, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody climbing up the wall before. I don't know what this could do. And it's, so I'm kind of giving it onto you what you want to do with that, but like, I think you're like, I've literally never heard once this be talked about. Like, you go through like as much as you can remember. I mean, you're a smart person, obviously not only just a wizard, but you're 281 years old. But out of the 281 years, you've never heard of anybody climbing the steep. Not like that. You haven't even heard people descending the steep, like going off the edge. So
yeah, it's
shocking. Figs, Frankie, as you get up to Rayon, I think from the heat of the moment, you're just kind of like, once you get next to Rayon, you're like, oh fuck, this is huge. This is bigger than I thought it would be. Like, you even pushing back the snow, there's probably a point in which like you realize you're like, this is still a mile away from Steepstreng, and the pile has started there. So, for when Serena and Dill, you put up Geo, you do see Geo, like, he has his little face, like, in his, like, window of the oven, and you see, like, very small smoldering embers in the coal, and he's like, I'm okay. Did I do it?
Yes, you did it. Are you alright?
Yeah, I've never tried that. I can't believe I didn't die.
Yeah, but your track's still working, because I can just kind of push you around.
Yeah, I think I mustered enough strength to still be able to use all the facilities. As he, like, kind of gets up, like, using you both.
I wish I had a can of oil for you.
Oh, that sounds nice. So did we do it?
We did defeat the monster, but the town wasn't saved.
What?
The town is destroyed by an avalanche.
Like all the people, they're dead.
Okay, but we did the mission though, right? So we won.
We did. We defeated the Rime. So that's good.
Okay.
It's a little bittersweet.
A rhyme, but that's fine. It's cool. We can say the rhyme.
Thawg, you keep going up. Is anybody gonna like yell at Thawg or stop him? And that woman is just staring at him.
He's climbing up to wherever that platform is. That's just, it's not thinking. He's just doing.
I met you today. This seems like none of my business. No,
Is anybody concerned about that?
I kind of just like am staring up at the wall, just kind of like in my mind calculating all the different like possibilities, all the different theories and questions.
What is up there?
It looks like a woman.
I mean, what's behind it?
I mean, what's behind all women? great women.
And above them, the glass ceiling.
The ice ceiling. So, do you guys just let Thawg do as Thawg do?
I mean, he's my friend, so I'm gonna run and start attempting to catch up to him. Thawg on the wall, yeah.
Aww.
So you're trying to climb up to make an athletics check.
Hey, I'm athletic, I hope. Oh, 17.
Alright, so you start climbing behind. You probably, I don't know why I just imagine Serena, will just punch, into the ice, kind of. Not as far as, Thawg's claw would, but punch, and then she'll take, her broom mace, and, she'll have the Morningstar go, boo! But yeah, I think you'll just up following. Thawg will make it before you even get to him. Alright, Thawg, you will get up to the top, and, she's just standing there, and she probably, is, looking out. Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception at disadvantage.
Yes.
I rolled a 1, unmodified. Not a critical fail, it was a 2.
Got it. Okay. All I'll say is by the time that you, claw into the ledge, you just see, her hand kind of comes up and you see a scroll kind of pop away into her hand and it's gone. That's all you see. You don't get to see more than that.
Okay.
And she looks down at you. She looks sad. She looks distant. I'm trying to think of ways to say this to Thawg. She looks unhappy and she looks surprised. She looks unhappy and surprised. Or sad and surprised. I think she's staring out at the avalanche that has decimated this town. And she'll look down at you and she has sad eyes and she'll just say, Thawg, don't follow me.
As I get up on top of this ledge that she's on, I think he's going to take his arm wrapping and just with one arm pull it off. And then, wrap it around her, if he can, for a hug. Okay,
as you do that, she'll say, don't follow me, Thawg. And you watch as she turns to ice and, snow falls, as all you have is now the wrapping that just, being taut around her, kind of falls around her, and you just still have it in your hands as she disappears.
Mm.
Serena probably, a minute later, you're I'm here, guidance!
I was just picturing that Serena's just kind of, on the edge, Thawg? Help!
He'll put a hand down to pull you up.
Do you, who?
That was Karith.
Karith? Who's Karith?
Karith, she... I knew her when I was younger. She taught me the native tongue that I have better.
Oh, that's so cool. Where did she go?
Just now she said not to follow, but she looked like she needed help.
Oh, so it was one of those things where she said not to follow, but really, if you read into her words, she probably meant, follow me.
I didn't think about that until just this moment, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
Probably, but I don't know how. I can't. She was sad, and then she said, don't follow me, and then she turned into ice and fell, and I can't. I cannot do that. It's not a thing I could do.
You can't feel sad?
Oh, I can do that, but no, I can't. The ice and the teleport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I can't do that either, unfortunately, because that would be, super fucking cool. But, so, do you need, a moment, or do you want to, shimmy our way back down there?
And I think this is the first time, as he's looking past you, Serena, he sees the town is destroyed. I don't think he looked until now.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Maybe we should get down to the group.
Yeah.
You could climb on my back and I could slide down with my claws.
I love it. Okay. Back hug.
So you get onto him and he jumps at the wall and just
the worst sound in the world.
Yeah, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's awful.
It causes an avalanche worse than what the screamer did. But yeah, you guys will get down there with Dill and Geo. Rayon and Figs, I'd like you to make another perception check, please. Actually, no, what are your passives? I'm sorry.
My passive perception, 15.
16.
You two will notice, as you guys are focusing more on, the destruction, you'll notice kind of, a gathering of people on the edge of the town. So there are survivors.
Rayon, do you see that?
Yes, we should... I look over at the wall to see them kind of...
So by that point, I think you all gather, just like kind of get you moving a little bit. But you all gather, and you'll notice there are survivors.
I'm gonna start to walk towards them.
I shall follow.
Everyone's following?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We gotta help the people.
Thawg seems kind of out of it. He's. I'm gonna follow, but just sort of like, if I'm thinking, I'm trying to think, but I'm not thinking very well.
Yeah, so you will get to all of them, and you'll see in front of them is Mayor Mondred of Steepstreng. He's like, I thought, I'm so glad you're all alive. I thought you died.
We're glad you're alive.
I was gonna say, bro, I'm glad you're living.
We thought you were dead.
No, we got lucky, actually. We're all fine.
How did you...
All of you?
I mean, there are 186 of us who want to... It like starts counting. The hero we were telling of you before that we thought might have fought whatever was behind it and died, she came through and warned us that something might happen, so we all got out safe.
So, what did she look like?
Have a guess.
White. She was a white girl.
A white man.
She returned and she gave us warning.
Thawg's gonna walk up to him and say, "Who?"
We never knew her name, but she was right. We're so thankful for her foretelling. And he's getting a little emotional.
He's gonna pull the rag off his arm, or the cloak off his arms. Dressed in something like this.
I mean, many people wear black cloaks. If you look over there, George wears a black cloak. He's like, all right.
Oh, that's it. Can I walk over to George?
Run behind his wife.
Dang it.
Sorry, he doesn't like lizards who shouldn't live in the snow.
What? That's a weird thing to say to someone.
Are there any other descriptors besides white?
Dragonkin.
I had to have a sidebar with my friends here.
What do we do with them? Says Geo.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We should help them find someplace to go.
Maybe back in Creadelphus?
Maybe.
But there's
Or
186 of them.
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
An avalanche just destroyed my town. I don't know.
Crack salt, don't they finance this town? Isn't that a thing? You can go to Crack Salt.
Sure, but I know that between here and what was here, and Creadelphus, there's like nothing in between. So we should at least help them get to Creadelphus, right? It's a big enough town.
I think that would be the kindest thing to do. I mean,
We have to go back there anyway.
right.
And what does it say on the thing? Does it say that we just need to defeat the monster? Because technically we did that, so...
We did.
I think so. I mean, it also said that this town didn't have to pay us, another town did.
Yeah.
So,
My guess is Yates has the money.
oh, what?
Do you think that's what his jar is for?
I don't know.
I mean, we are gonna help, though, because it's, like, the right thing to do, and not just, like, we're just doing it for money, right? Like,
Right, yes.
unless you guys are those kind of people, which I'd like to know that now.
What I would like to say is you did really good, and Gio, like, he still, like looks tired for an oven, but he, like, because his embers are like, dull, but he, like, kind of, like, punk onto the back of you, you're like, but, like, you're like, you can tell he's trying to be nice. He's like, that was really good!
Oh, thank you! I mean, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Thanks. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever.
No big deal, no big deal.
I knew what I had. I knew I had it in me. You know, I just needed like a little push, and you guys gave me that push. Yeah, like that was like, you know, last Wednesday. You know.
Adventurers? You see Mayor Mondred, like, waving?
Hi, old man.
We don't have much, but we did get a couple carriages out, so if you'd like, we are going to go to Creadelphus if you need help getting back home.
Oh, you're gonna
if you guys need our help, yeah.
Helping us!
Could we frame this in a way that we're your bodyguards getting there?
You defeated the monster, right?
And there may be more.
Don't
Don't scare them.
No, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's a silly guy. It's fine. Let's just get in there and let's get in and go right now. No more talking. Let's all go.
Yeah, I second that.
I'm also so tired. We haven't had a long rest since we started.
People of Steepstreng, these heroes saved us, as well as that woman. Those 7, well, there's what, 6 of you? These 7 heroes saved our place, and we will be able to rebuild Steepstreng better than before. Woo!
So when we do rebuild this town, which section of the avalanche would your library and histories been kept in?
As Mondred will get them to start divvying up, Mondred will come up to you, Rayon, and be like, listen, I don't actually think we'll ever be able to rebuild Steepstreng. I'm trying to keep spirits high.
That is kind of upsetting, because that's a lot of history that you'd be losing. Is there no way that we can kind of try to...
Listen, yes, it's, he's mustering a smile. We can be our history going forward. So.
Doesn't ice just, melt? Can't we just wait?
Unfortunately, not this close to the steep. So.
But if we start a fire...
It's primordial snow, so there's no way. It's rime snow, so it's, impossible to melt.
I bite my thumb, unless you could get your hands on some powers similar.
Hey, Ram, can I speak to you here too?
Huh?
Says Gio. Maybe, let's just try to keep spirits up, I don't think they want to think about losing their town just yet.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about how to get it back.
Sometimes you can't get things back.
Well, that's not true. Anything can be accomplished. Spirits up. He gives a Geo just a tiny thumbs up.
Yeah, but also there's moving on sometimes,
Gio's a realist.
Yeah, I kind of accept that I'll never know what happened to me, but ever since I fell off that tower. Anyway,
wait, what?
Speaking of moving on, let's get in these carriages and go, my dudes.
This is not your fault, says Mayor Mondred to you guys before, as people are getting ready and making the carriages go, as Serena's keep it going! And they're okay, we lost our home!
Yeah, well, where are you gonna find it?
Mayor Mondred, looks at all of you and goes, this is not your fault. And had you not defeated that thing, I'm sure it would have gone through Steepstreng right to Creodelphus and then further, so... You are heroes. And I thank you for that.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I am sorry for your losses.
He's holding back, being really sad. You can see, he has the sad eyes, but he's trying to keep the smile, and he's I appreciate that, but we will be our history going forward, so. Alright, let's make our way to Creodelphus. Should only be about 3 days' travel, so. Alright! And, everyone starts to gather, and it's almost basically a westward expansion, crew, in the way of not everybody can be in the carriage, so some people are walking, some people, and they'll switch around and such, but that's how you guys will start going. And there are, I'll skip ahead to the last day that you guys have to travel before you get to Creodelphus, where you can see at the edge, unless you guys want to do anything between. But I was just going to say that there are a couple times the bard, there's a bard of that town, and he's singing a song that kind of a sad song about losing Steepstreng. He writes it and sings it, and it's kind of it's sad, but they try to keep spirits up. You can tell a lot of them it hasn't settled yet, but they're trying to be okay, this thing was stopped and it won't go further. They're kind of going Steepstreng was the place that the furthest they would go. We've stopped them from going further, so they're trying to keep spirits up. Gio starts to play music. Come on, get into it. Feel better.
I think Thawg's probably a little in himself.
Serena just walks up to Thawg and is hey, friend.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. And he's tugging at his armband.
Do you want to explain the ripped, dirty cloth on your arm?
It was from the person that you saw there.
Well, no, I got that. You're so silly. I got that part. But could you... I don't want to push, obviously, because we're friends, and friends don't push other friends.
You see him do this.
Okay, we push like that, that's fine. But no, I just mean, do you want to talk about it? Friends are new to me, so this is, how do I...
So I saw a friend of mine who looked like she needed help, and I tried to help, and then she ran away, and I turned around, and the town was destroyed. Which,
okay.
We showed up here way quicker than we were supposed to, so that probably was going to happen if we didn't. Right, it was probably good that we showed up when we did, right? Because it would have happened regardless.
Yes, but, I'm more curious about, your friend, she said her name was Karith?
Yeah, Karith.
Is she warned? You think it was her that warned the town?
They kept saying white and scaled, so yeah, she's a white dragon person. I'm not a dragon person, but
I'm so sorry. We're on the same little carriage, or this is probably one of those one of those wheat.
When he interrupts, he's like, "Hi, Gio."
Hi. Can I interrupt? I won't if you don't want me to.
Come on.
Okay,
I mean,
great.
it depends what it is, but yeah.
Well, first of all, I can keep everybody warm. That's why they had to move the wheat onto the other. Is this one of those not full carriages, but it's the beginning of Skyrim, that back
You're finally awake.
Yeah, but it's they would usually keep wheat or some type of wheat or whatever on the back here, but they didn't move it. I kept.
When you say you keep everyone warm, Thawg's like, I've never been cold.
Okay. Is she a bad guy?
That's what I was getting at, Gio. Good question, Gio. High five.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can ask it.
No, but you got there first, so you win.
She has only ever been nice to me, so my instinct is no. But seeing what happened to the place, I don't know. But it looked like she needed help.
Maybe she's what's it called when you're with the bad guys, but you're also a good guy at the same time? You're double crossing, maybe.
Oh, when you're
I think it's Sherlock Holmes syndrome.
Yeah, she won the town, right? But then she's on the inside, she knew it was gonna happen, so she let it happen, but she told them that it was, gonna go down. You know what I'm saying?
I saw her grab some papers, some random paper.
Like a document?
Like if you rolled up a paper.
Are we all
here?
One of them.
I assume so. We're on the same one.
We're all on the same tier together.
Yeah.
Now, I hate to throw this idea out there, but you did say you saw her with a scroll.
Rolled up paper, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible? Is she powerful enough to summon that thing?
That's a good point.
Oh, but
I think I've actually never seen her do magics before, so I don't know if she could do magics.
Well, she just puffed into snow and disappeared.
But my thought was, what if someone did that to her?
That would be very well timed.
No, it would, yeah.
I think there are a lot of bizarre things that are happening within each other. If she got there after we left, but got to the wall when we did, but passed us up the wall.
Oh shit, what if she's following us?
Well, she was there first. They said that she was the one that they thought died.
But then she came back.
If she was going to follow us, I went to go give her a hug, and then she ran away. She wouldn't follow us after. That'd be weird.
It seems, honestly, as if she was just hired for the same job. And if she was by herself, maybe it was too much of a challenge. And then, I don't know. It's possible.
But wouldn't you want to, if you were hired... So I'm eating the apples of these people that they had up here for some reason in the wintertime. If you were hired for a job, wouldn't you want to, be like, I did it? You know?
But she didn't.
But she saved the people.
Wouldn't she, join us in our fight instead of just standing there staring like a weirdo?
And also, be like, I saved other people. I'm a hero. Well, not I'm a hero, but I helped you.
Maybe she's humble.
But also, if your creature causes avalanches, why would you stand on the thing where avalanches are coming from?
Unless you knew you weren't
confident that you wouldn't be part of it.
Hey! 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 And you see Gio starts, yelling at a different carriage with, people, probably an old lady on it, Hey!
What are you doing?
Gio, what are you doing?
What's happening?
Can someone get someone's attention over there?
For what?
Why?
Hey!
Hey, Gio?
Yeah.
Sometimes when people are feeling really low, the last thing they want is for someone to pester them to feel better.
I'm not pestering anybody to feel better. I'm pestering them for questions. Hey!
My consideration for how they feel is not a part of this.
Touché!
Let's move the statement back. Let's move that period back. Sometimes when people are feeling low, they don't want to be pestered, period.
Hey!
What Rayon said.
Maybe they just can't hear me. Hey!
Gio, how about you write it down and then throw it?
Okay, I don't have pencil or paper, and usually every time I put a pencil in my hand, it cracks.
Well,
I have a pencil and paper. If you want to write it down, I will write it down for you.
Okay, tell me about the white dragon Dragonborn woman. That's what they're called, I think. I remember those from a time, I think. Dragonborn woman.
Okay. Could you tell us about the...
White
Come over here
Dragonborn
and
woman.
tell us about the white woman.
Check yes for yes.
Tell me about the white women.
Yeah, 2 check boxes, 1 for yes, and instead of 1 for no, 1 for yes. Both for yes.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. She folds it into a paper airplane and throws it to the other.
It's like a guard that's like on the horse, like ow, and you're like, what is this? Like you'll open it up and read it. And pass it to like this woman who looks like she might be like some type of barkeep or something, because you guys never got to go in the tavern. Yeah, I know about a bit. She talked to me a bit. Okay, great. Do you want to talk to us about that? Sure. Can you stop your carriage real quick so I can stop the carriage? Yeah, the carriage stops, and there's like she looks probably like 40-year-old human woman with kind of like auburn hair and a bun. She'll like walk over and she'll be like, as the carriage then starts again and she's with you guys, I will have to stop it again so I get back. My kid's over there, so I want to, make sure he's okay. But anyway, he's okay. He's 20, so he's fine. So is she part of your group? Because we thought she was originally going to go do the job.
No, she is, yep.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess she came up before you all, and she was just asking a lot of questions, and it really didn't have to do too much with what was going on. And she was, I think, before most of the other adventures that came up that didn't end up staying.
She was before the rest that ran away.
I mean, it was after whatever was making the avalanches happened, but yeah,
but
it was
before the ones that ran away.
Yeah, we thought she went up there and died, so we were surprised to see her last night. Basically, right after you guys, not exactly after, but after you all left to go north towards the steep. It was maybe an hour or so after that, not very long.
Do you remember any of the fun questions she asked you?
Yeah, she had like a list with her. It was a while ago. It was a couple of weeks ago. Because remember, again, she was up, and then she was gone, and then she came up last night to give us all warning. She had like a little list with her, and she was trying to figure out, just if we had some things, because we were an old, she gets like a little she like tries to compose herself because she's about to say we're an old village, so lots of history there, but I can't remember too much of everything she asked for, but I know she said something along the lines of like adventurers come up here, or whorehounds, and we have the odd one here or there that will come in to stay before they go to one of the forests or towards the steep for their own reasons, but never something we've necessarily I think the last time we hired anybody for something that had to do with the Rhine was maybe 3 years ago.
Do you know any whorehounds?
I've seen enough few that have come through, sure.
Any names?
So many names, but none that really stick. Usually we're more of like a pit stop before they go off to either the forests on the left or right or towards the steep. And there was probably 4 or 5 groups of whorehounds that came through between her showing up and you guys showing up, but they all ran with their tails between their legs. So thank you for sticking through it.
She showed up. Was she the only dragonborn of the group?
Yeah, she seemed kind of sad. She was kind of there by herself. I didn't realize she had a group. She didn't say she did. So.
Oh.
I guess my other question... Well, I got 2 questions. One, could this Karith be I don't know, maybe I'm reading too many books lately, but kind of the way that they disappeared and they're all sad looking, is Karith a ghost?
Who's Karith?
The person that we're talking about.
Oh, Karith. Her name is Karith. TH at the end.
Oh, you know what? This fucking fur on my head is so thick, I can't hear a goddamn thing.
She seemed real. She had food and drink. But yeah, she just had a list of she was looking for things.
Do you know what
magical items? For? People?
I can't remember, but I do know that she said she stopped in Creodelphus, and I think before that Midlock. So I don't know. She was very quiet. She didn't say much, but I thought she died. But yeah, she had a list. It looked like a checklist. That's all I can say.
Like a grocery list, like a scavenger hunt.
Like a hit list?
I come from a small town, a small village. I don't really know what those things are. We're very salt of the earth people,
Okay, well, you're dismissed.
You're dismissed. You can go.
Okay, Carriage, can you stop? She'll get up and get off.
I just have a quick question. Thawg, did Karith go by any other names?
I've only ever known her as Karith.
Gia, do you remember...
The Horlock!
The Horlock, yes. I guess it was just a person that we were kind of following for a moment called the Horlock. And I didn't know if maybe Karith was that.
Figs, roll history.
6.
Okay, you have now heard of the Horlock.
No one knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's been a couple years or so since I've seen her.
I don't know how long the Horlock was active for, but we only heard of them within the past year.
Apparently a town froze over.
Last thing she told me was that she, her dad, Karith's dad, was in trouble with a wrong witch or something.
What if he was the Horlock?
Karith's dad didn't seem like a warlock or whatever.
Did you say?
Well, if he was in trouble with the Brine witch, maybe that had... I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas.
I would say... So, here's the thing. The only people who know what rhyme witches are... Thawg, other than just nominally... Well,
that was the only time he's heard it.
Yeah, other than Thawg nominally, I don't think Dill and Geo know what a rhyme witch is.
I mean, it just... In her mind, it just sounds bad, so I'm like, maybe that could be the same thing? I don't know.
Yeah, so the only people who... Like, the person who knows most about rhyme witches is Rayon. Serena, this is the thing from the past stuff, you're like, I've heard of that, but I don't know why. The most you would know Serena is just like, that's a big bad. Like if you see a rhyme witch, like, I could defeat it, but yeah, most people couldn't. You're like, I definitely obviously could do it by myself, but yeah, people die from that. And then Figs, you also know what a rhyme witch is.
Question. So after I rolled so horrendously on that history check,
okay.
I went into I went into my ranger features, and I have this thingamajig called like favored enemy, and it says that I have an advantage on survival checks that includes like intelligence checks. Could I re-roll?
Sure, why not?
Yes. Okay, sorry. 16.
Okay, then yes. With a 16, like, I'll retcon. Maybe just like in this, you're like, Horlock. Like, you're trying, you're repeating it, just like, kind of like, get it, do it.
Horlock.
You have heard of the Horlock before, and you probably would be the most knowledgeable, Figs, which is, you're like, oh my god, yeah, people wrote stories about this person. The Horlock was like this, like, mass vigilante who'd basically use, like, apparently was not a rhyme person, but would use rhyme-like powers to get horrible, like, mean, bad nobles and mayors and town leaders and whatever, rich people who would, like, oppress their people, would basically threaten them with, like, rhyme poisoning or something, and to, like, get them to, like, almost like a Robin Hood-esque character. This character is very, like, the Horlock is a, like, using the powers of the rhyme for good, Robin Hooded, bad, oppressive, rich people. It's Horlock because it's like, oh yeah, Hoar.
Who mentioned the rhyme witches? Just out of curiosity.
Thawg did. Rayon was also like, did you say witches?
Wait, so like this whole like witch business. What is your friend isn't a witch, right? Thawg?
No, she said her and her dad were having trouble from a witch, a wrong witch.
Well, which witch is which?
And as he says that and clarifies, I kind of like rub around the eye that is underneath my eye patch. I'm kind of like itch it a little bit.
Okay.
What was that?
Like, oh, okay, that's good. I thought you said for a second. I thought you said something else. I just yeah.
I could say something else. You want me to say something else?
While the carriage is moving, I kind of get up and I just like kneel, like next to Frankie's face, like looking at Frankie's cheek, just going, "You've seen a witch, haven't you?"
No.
He's lying!
As that happens, I kind of like, you have some feelings about witches, which means
no, I'm sorry. I guess I read a scary book about it one time, and I just, it's like, clowns. Like, who likes fucking clowns,
No.
We had some great clowns in Pickleton, actually.
Yeah, like Bozo.
If people down here are writing about witches, that means that enough people have seen witches and survived, which I know does not happen often.
I haven't seen a witch but I've seen Myrtle, and Myrtle sucks.
I'm sorry, Serena, I just have a question. What's a Rhine Witch?
That was my question.
I had that question too. High five.
What's a Rhine Witch?
Yeah, explain.
I kind of like soften a little bit, realizing I'm being a little bit of a freak. I would love to know more, but Rhyme Witches are powerful Rhyme beings, capable of controlling and subjugating other Rhyme creatures.
Wait, but I thought Rhyme creatures were just like, you know, that's not a good explanation, but like, I thought Rhyme creatures were just like, you know, like, oh, there's a bear, and then it got rhymed, and now it's a rhyme bear. Like, you know, I didn't think there were like rhyme people.
There's the Thrawn, but
The what?
they are like rhyme people.
The who?
What's a Thrawn?
You don't know what the Thrawn are, Rayon?
What do they look like?
They look like people, kind of, but not really. They're like stretched out people with long fingers and and arms and legs and ears. They're all grayscale, basically.
Grayscale Rhyme creatures.
Yes.
Humanoid, you said?
Humanoid.
I thought there weren't rhyme people.
Can we stop the carriage for a second?
Yeah.
Sure. And then just whoosh.
I need a second. I'm good. I just need some air. You know? I just need some
We're outside.
air away from, you guys. Just for like a second. Just for a second.
Oh, sorry. I might be too hot right now. I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. I feel like, I don't feel good. I'll be right.
No.
I'll
Do
be
you
right
need some
back.
worms to throw up?
Oh, God.
If Frankie leaves, I'd give it like maybe a second, but I will follow. And if someone tries to follow me, I'm going to be like, just, I'll be back.
Gio's just going to still be cooking up whatever he has to like feed to Serena, and if you want Rayon. I'm assuming Rayon, you'd be the one that would follow Dale, and Dale would be like, no, if you want to
Yeah,
play that.
that's what my thought process is.
Okay, so Figs, you're running off to, I'm assuming, puke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
I'll go too.
I actually, can I just talk to them by myself?
I kind of like looking at Frankie walking away, at Dill.
I think I may have said something that upset them, and I really, please, just stay. And she's gonna kind of turn and walk towards Figs or Frankie.
Wait. And Gio will like gesture you real quick. Give him this, and like we'll make a small pickle and give it to you.
Okay.
As Dill's walking away, I kind of just like reach my hand out a little bit, just kind of like, I just need answers.
I know someone we can call while we're waiting.
What?
What?
We'll go to Dill first.
If you're throwing up behind a tree.
I'm not actively throwing up. I'm more just kind of like trying so hard to not throw up. So I'm kind of like, I'm like pacing. I'm kind of I'm like, I feel overheated. I really want to take my hood off, but I know I can't. You can almost see me like go to reach for it, but I'm like,
Frankie?
oh, hey, 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 what's going on?
I'm sorry I brought them up.
Oh, no, no, it's not like that. I promise. I read a scary book one time, and now like anytime someone talks about that kind of stuff, I just get like a little, a little clammy. Everything's fine. Everything's good.
I noticed it in the tavern before. I understand. I shouldn't have brought it up, but
no, you didn't do anything wrong.
She's like fighting something. Like she wants to say something, but she doesn't know what to say. If something in your book did scare you that bad, I have also read a book similar. If she's like just trying to make that analogy make sense.
If I'm understanding you correctly about your book, what was your book about?
It was really long, and the main character lost everything.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It seems like our books are pretty similar. Not everything, but something real important.
The book is why I do this.
I guess you could say this is a side chapter in my book.
The book analogy, maybe.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't normally read books like this. I normally read books with a lot happier circumstances, maybe a little romance. I mean, not romance. That would not romance is stupid.
Nothing wrong with a romance book.
Yeah, no, normally books take you away to, happier times, and the book that, the rest of the group was writing in the carriage, made me think about this other book, and I got, I just had a minute. It just needed a minute, but,
I don't like to think about my book either. Maybe someday we can talk about it.
Have
more.
A book club about it?
Maybe. I would like it.
Sure. Yes. I'd like that. Sorry. Well, first, thank you for coming to talk to me, and sorry if I freaked you all out. I just there's some things about myself I'm not really ready to talk about, but or write a book review about. But thank you for sharing your story.
I laugh and I'll give you a few more minutes if you need to get some fresh air.
Is Rayon still standing nearby?
Well, no, I walked away and I told Rayon to stay behind.
Right, but can I see?
During this time, no, because something else could be happening on the carriage that I'm going to get into right now, if that's okay. Gio goes, I know someone we can talk to.
Are they in the carriage with us right now?
They could be.
Do you see them right now, Gio?
No, I don't. No.
Okay, there's nobody else here. Well, yeah.
Is the person you want to talk to Thawg?
No, but everybody join hands. Everybody join hands. We could ask someone I trust with everything for some answers, or help, or at least guidance. No, join hands together.
Oh. He does.
Pickle for one, pickle for two, pickle, 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 pickle for you. As
what's a pickle?
You watch as green liquid just surrounds the four of you as it just covers you all in this bubble, and you're like, what the fuck is going? It's almost like it keeps going and going from Willy Wonka. It's just what the fuck is happening? As you just watch, you get transported to this weird mess hall full of briny smells and food and feast, and there's warm fires everywhere, and you just see this huge character on this large chair that then kind of swivels and turns, and you watch as a pop as they turn into this small little goblin dressed in golden robes, and they look very important as you say, hello! Got this small godlike goblin sitting in front of you, and Gio's like, Brine Father! Hello, Gio! Where's Gio? She's already?
Oh,
What's happening?
Where's Dill? Is she dead already? No, she's fine.
What are you?
What the hell is happening?
Nice to meet all of you. My name is Gherkinus the Brine Father, God of the Feast.
God?
Yep, of the feast. Okay, enough of the music. Anyway, Gio, who are these people? Oh, I found some people to do adventuring with Dill. This is Thawg.
Thawg's gonna point and touch if he can. Is it a hand? Is it a handshake?
Reach out and touch face. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My name is Gherkinus, the Brine Father. Yes.
I'm Thawg High Birkinist.
Okay, continue. Yes. Gio goes, this is Serena. She's reborn and apparently from a different god.
Yeah, you're the second god I've met.
Oh, I didn't know there was another one here. What's the name?
It's Spirit Death Daddy.
Oh, I don't know if I know that one, to be honest. Okay, moving on. And then we have Rayon. He's a snow elf, not a rhyme. Oh, yeah, I know about you guys.
That's Thawg.
We've already met Crayon.
Okay, well, nice to meet all of you. I'm charmed, I'm sure. What can I help you all with?
I'm kind of hungry, to be honest.
Sorry, we were talking about Brine, witches, and Thraum, and Gio brought us here.
Yes, this is actually... Don't look at the moving goblins behind you! You will see a couple. This is technically an image of Pickledon, but you've never been here before!
That's correct. I've never been here
if you guys do say anything about Pickledon, we will have to kill you, so please don't. Okay,
wait, what's a Pickledon?
Oh, I'll show you a pickle.
I don't even know the meaning.
No, I'll show you a real pickle. Hold on.
Ew, no, nudity.
Here, take it! And you just watch he pops a pickle. Here, everyone can take one for you, one for you, one for you.
Two tiny Thawg fingers,
And take a bite! And it's the most delicious, savory, briny, salty, crunchy pickle you've ever had. Kosher for sure. It's kosher.
The table is yours. The table is yours is brought to you by all pickles everywhere.
By all pickles everywhere. You probably all look at each other and Gio's like, yeah, eat it. And you guys will crunch and eat it. And it's the most amazing thing you've ever tasted in your entire lives and non-lives. And you all will heal, I think it's 16 temporary hit points. So what's going on? Do you know anything about people that might be white dragonborns that have lists and go places?
I do.
Why the fuck would I know that? Well, I don't know, you're God. You're my God. Yeah, but this is complicated. Yes, I do know a little bit about that. Yes, I do. Well, not really. I know about lists and I know about dragonborns, but I don't necessarily know the connection here.
I can help you out.
You in the front. Yep.
She's my friend and I like her.
Okay, you next. Broom girl.
Broom girl, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not the God, I'm just a God, you know what I mean?
No, you, whatever.
Not capital G.
Have you heard of people who are also rhyme?
Yeah, well... I have heard of people that... Do you know what you need to start about? Yeah, hold on, let's think about it for a second.
You're actually talking to him. You, the GM, are talking to him. You're like, oh, actually, I didn't think about that, huh?
Okay, we figured it out. I don't know too many people that are necessarily... I mean, I know about rhyme witches. And I know about their little soldiers.
I'm talking about, actual creepy... It's a word that starts with a T. Rayon, you remember the word? The T word?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Where do I find them and kill them all myself?
Usually they're around a rhyme witch, so if you're looking for a rhyme witch...
Do you know where one is?
I don't keep track of them. I keep all my peeps here safe. I don't have the time to go out and look for rhyme witches.
So, when you say little soldiers, you mean the Thraum?
Yes. Yes. The rhyme witches usually have their, dogs with them, and I don't mean real... I mean, soldiers, and those are the
Foot
Thraum.
soldiers.
Yeah, foot soldiers. Yeah, that's the one.
Rhyme Witch's foot soldiers are Thrawn. Kind of like whip.
Yes,
I reach for the book that is gone.
Are you trying to tickle your pickle? You know what I mean?
Do you have a gun?
Please don't do that. Please don't do that here. This is a respectable town full of respectable goblins.
Do you have a book? Like an
I have
empty
many
book?
books. What? Would you like the Book of Gurkiness? It's also a cookbook.
I'll take it, sure.
Okay, here you go.
Nice. Do you have an empty book, like a journal? I'll pay gold.
Okay. Gio, did you tell your friends that I don't just give handouts, okay? I'm not that kind of god, I don't just give handouts.
I said I would pay for it.
What do I need with your gold?
I'll give you this pickle for it.
Ooh, wait. You don't have a pickle.
I just took one bite. There's just one bite missing.
Yeah, but that's yours now.
Yeah, but if I give it to you, we give my friend, my very best friend, a journal.
We're best friends?
Listen, Gio, I'm trying to listen, Gio. Gio, what do you need? I was just wondering if you knew anything about people with lists and why they might be going to places and also potentially in charge of rhyme monsters. That's an interesting... I don't know, but usually when people have checklists, that usually means they're trying to do a ritual. That's what I'll say.
Scroll.
Oh yeah, if it's a scroll, it's definitely a ritual. I mean, unless they're a wizard. Maybe it's just like a spell scroll.
Do you have a book that's got pictures and no scribbles?
Okay, I'm not. As much as I look like someone who could be in charge of a shop, I am not a shopkeeper. I am a god.
So no on a journal of some kind that I could pay for as a good in service. Do you have a shop in... Are we in Pickleton?
You are in Pickleton, but you will not remember being in Pickleton. This is just a fake Pickleton in front of you. Do not look at the curtain or the person behind. And you realize you guys are like stuck in place because this is just like you guys are like ethereal here. You're not physically here, mate. But the pickle transcends etherealness. That's why you can have a pickle because pickles transcend everything.
I do have a question about transcending with pickles. You gave me a cookbook. Does that transcend as well? Or will that drop to the ground?
It kind of goes in and out. It depends. That one can slide.
Okay, so...
It's not always guaranteed to work.
Do you have any more information about Rhyme Witches or the Thrawn?
Yeah, stay away from them.
Right. Gio, you can take us home now.
Okay, well, very good to see you, Gio. Tell Di I say hi and don't die.
No, I have one more question.
Oh, yeah, sorry, what's the question?
Have you seen anyone else like me? And then he goes away. Like, it's,
I feel like Figs or Frankie and Dill like walk up and we see this like green bubble along the outside. I'm like,
You watch as the bubble pops and it just like pickle brine just falls on all four of you. It just kind of like steams off Gio, but the rest of you, it'll just be like you're just drenched in like pickle juice.
Oh, they were talking to Gurkiness without me.
Sorry. He says he's happy you're not dead.
That's good.
So how are you guys all feeling after meeting a god?
Wet.
I've already met one.
Wait, is that what that was?
Yeah, after a lot of people meet Gurkiness, they end up being pretty wet. He has a lot of kids. That's actually, Dale's actually technically like a great child of, grandchild of Gurkiness.
I don't know what any of that means.
They're just related. I think you guys will both sit back on the carriage, Dill and Figs, and as Dill sits back on the carriage, Dill, you'll probably like off of like you'll probably take some of the pickle juice like off them.
Tastes like home.
As Fig sits down, I'm gonna sit down next to Rayon, and like sniff him.
Oh, can I help you? Sorry.
Rayon, could you look at that book that you have?
Oh, I mean...
Welcome to Gurkiness's Audible Cookbook. We keep bringing you through this adventure of how to make a perfect meal for your friends and family.
Sponsored by...
I'm really fucking confused. Why are you all green?
We did a little astral pond jump into Pickleton to ask my god some questions.
Oh, that sounds nice.
While you were throwing up worms, me and my friends met God.
By this point, the carriage is still going, and like you guys are getting really close to getting into Crit Elphus. You guys, as you guys are going forward, Gio will be like, he didn't give us too much that he knew, but he did say that potentially she might have been, maybe she's doing a ritual? So, Do you think that your friend Karith might be bad enough to do a bad ritual? Or maybe she's doing a good ritual? Or maybe she's doing bad things to do good things? Or maybe she's doing good things to do bad things?
Well, it's complicated.
She's been good to me, so I think she's good.
Okay. I mean, the good thing that we now know and can assume is that if your friend was affiliated or Rhyme Witch allegiant, the good news, if she were with Rhyme Witches or somehow a Rhyme Witch, though I don't think that's how it works. Never heard of it, at least.
She said the Rhyme Witches were sort of like a problem for her.
We would see the throne, if that were the case.
A couple of you have said that a couple times. What is that?
So, what the Snow Elves know of them, and it seems like knowing the name before I did, that Dill does know more. They are subjugated creatures of the Snow Witches. So kind of like thralls, if you will. Thraum, thrall, kind of sounds similar.
I didn't know they had any connection to witches. I just know that they are humanoid in nature. They look like people.
I mean, it might be different outside of the Rhymelands, but in the Rhymelands, where a witch is, more often than not, one of those long creatures, the Thraum, are typically congregated. But again, you don't go near them. You barely see them and survive, so...
I've never seen a rhyme since I never was out during the daytime when they showed up.
We just saw...
We just fought one.
We just fought one.
You mean the ice monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that couldn't have been. It was... Oh, that was nightom. Yeah, no, it couldn't have been.
No.
But there's no time of day for rhyme creatures. There's no rhyme time.
No rhyme or reason.
No,
that's what me and my sister are called.
Oh, that's fun.
I've been told.
Your sister.
Hey, Frankie has met my sister. They're friends.
No, I haven't met your sister.
What? What are we talking about? Oh, sorry, I kind of started to, lose track of time there. What about your sister?
You've met her. You're friends.
Oh, yup. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's us, best friends.
I think we should maybe address the fact that Thawg thinks that rhyme only come out at daytime.
Yeah, they only do.
Thawg is a compound thing that I need to address some things about.
He's not a thing, he's a lizard folk.
A what?
There are several... What?
What?
Thawg's he's a lizard folk.
What's a lizard?
It's
Sidebar.
What?
Geo, explain.
Thawg is a type of race known as a lizard folk. It's a reptilian humanoid. I don't know how he's living in such harsh winter. I'm sure there are some probably living in this ice age. Yeah, that's weird. But I'm sure there's some that are alive, but probably just not this region. Because, I mean, it's not like everything's covered in snow. It's not like it's right after Frostfall. Not that I was necessarily awake right after Frostfall. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm sure there's some in, desert regions from places, but yeah, he's a lizard folk.
I just wanted to ask, I heard you mention, Karith, and I heard rhyme people, witches, all that. I just want to let everybody know now that, if that's, is that something, we have to involve ourselves in, or?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the next thing? Are we doing another mission? What are we doing?
I was also thinking that.
Should we go to sleep?
It's probably about 6 p.m. that you guys are coming into town.
Oh, well then, it's too early to sleep.
To that question, I think, from Figs, Thawg would say, I would say, yeah, whatever I get paid to do, yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's something we will have to challenge ourselves with just yet.
But I'm going to...
Yes, obviously if you're going to defeat all of the rhyme by yourself, then we're going to have to get there eventually. But I think right now we just do what jobs we're hired for, and I don't think anyone is going to hire us to do anything with a rhyme witch anytime soon.
If that does happen, could we, could I, stay at the tavern, while y'all...
Oh, come on, you did the killing blow!
It's,
Figs, I can't guard your body if you're not with me.
Come on, you did the whole thing where we went...
I really, anything involving Thraum or witches, I don't do. I just don't do it. It's just not on my resume. I don't do it.
Dylan and I have never done that either, so I mean, that's probably fine.
I think that it's, fine for you, but not for me, and I think that you should respect, what's that word? Oh, yeah, my boundaries.
No.
Well, how about this? It's not anything we have to deal with right now. We don't have to deal with it right now, and if the time comes and we do get a job involving something like that, then we can revisit this conversation then. How about that?
No.
Yes, I agree with you.
Why do you keep saying no, Serena?
Well, just because we're all friends and, like, we agreed to do things together. So, like, you can't back out if we're all gonna go because, like, we're friends and friends go in groups and, you know, like, obviously we're gonna protect you, but, like, we need you. So, obviously, just, like, man up. Let's go. It's fine.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I don't have tons of friends myself, but I'm pretty sure that if somebody's, you know, your friend, you care about them, and if they say they're uncomfortable with something, you know, you respect that, but
I don't think you're supposed to, like, hold your friends back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, like...
Oh, I'm not holding you back, like, go, do your thing!
You're holding yourself back, my friend.
I am good with me. Frankie, is good with never seeing Thraum or witches in my lifetime.
Do you not see what you just did with the big scary ice monster?
Yeah, you were the one that killed it, even though I was
It's not a
frenzy.
question. Let me clarify something, okay? It is not a question of my ability to kick, you know, witch ass, okay? However, let me just say that there are some things that I just don't want to be involved in.
But what if we get these Thram and these witches attacking us, and I don't know what those things are, but you do. Maybe you could help.
I mean, I know of them. I never said I know anything about them.
Well, you don't have to be scared of them, right?
Figs. And I'm going to walk really close to Figs and say, do you not want to be around us anymore?
No. Oh, no, Thawg, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Listen,
His third eyelid blinks.
And I'm gonna, like, quietly, like, if anybody else hears what have you, but I'm gonna try and be as quiet as possible. Thawg, do you see this? And I'm gonna point to my eye patch.
We'll see you pointing to your eye patch even if you're whispering.
No, Thawg is so big that he covers her.
I guess that's kind of true.
I'll give you advantage because Thawg's covering you, but what is Dill, Serena, and Rayon's passive?
15.
14.
15.
Yeah, roll stealth.
16.
There you go. Okay, so no one will hear him.
Thawg, you see this eye patch?
Yeah, it's an eye patch.
Yeah, well, let's just say that I've been up close and personal with Thraum and witches, and the only reason that I am here and that you are bodyguarding me is to keep me safe until I can go home again, and I can't, okay? So, if for whatever reason, I don't want to hold you back, so if there's ever, like, you know, some big money to go see a witch or go see some Thraum, it's okay if you leave me here, I'll be fine.
Well, you know what a big witch or some Thraum or whatever they're called hasn't seen?
What?
They've never seen me.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Woo!
Okay.